Hi Rehan, it's been a long while since we've done this, but in the 2 days that we've missed, a lot of things have happened. Day one completely belonged to India. Day two was completely dominated by England. Yesterday we saw Shubman Gill almost get close to a 150, but we saw Rishabh Pant dropping anchor and scoring a lot of runs. And then once he was dismissed, India were sort of in a free fall. Uh, I think they firstly let's talk about India's first innings. I think they left out 80 runs. They could have gotten close to 550 and bat England out once and for all. What are your takes on it?
Yeah, despite 300s, three glorious hundreds, we yet again are haunted by the same problem that we are not able to have tail enders and the lower order be able to do that job. We should have got close to 600 is what I feel with the kind of wicket it was and the momentum that we carried. I think India should have probably looked at somewhere close to 600 or touched 600 at least so that you could, as you rightly said, outbatted the opposition once and for all and be in the driver's seat. Now, what has happened is that you have let England, you have given them a chance. Although it seems like this test match could be going into a draw, it's early to call it a draw. But looking at the preview of day three, with the score being 471 in the first innings, I think England could get close to that with the way they are batting.
Correct. And to look at India's batting, I think the way Karun Nair got out, obviously it was a great catch, but just throwing away your body at some like a ball that was quite outside off and then getting out for a duck on your test comeback, obviously it is difficult to take, but I think that was the wicket that India could have not given and restricted because Rishabh Pant was going all guns blazing at the other end. You just needed to hold fort for 3-4 overs until Rishabh scored another 10-15 runs or got out. We knew that he was either going to get out in the next 5 overs or he was going to score 40-50 odd runs. So कहीं ना कहीं मुझे वो लगा कि शुभमन गिल की विकेट गई और जैसे ही करुण आया उसकी भी विकेट चली गई, फिर पंत भी आउट हो गया. सो फिर देन शार्दुल ठाकुर तो हमें पता ही है हाउ ही प्ले. सो वी कांट रियली ब्लेम इंडियन बैटिंग लाइनअप बिकॉज उनका एडवांटेज था. दे थॉट दैट we can go for fast runs, we get runs, it's fine, or else we get out. The overhead conditions are suitable for bowling and we can pick up a couple of early wickets. Bumrah also got Zach Crawley out in the first over, but I think कहीं ना कहीं कल इंडिया की बॉडी लैंग्वेज ठीक नहीं लग रही थी इन bowling when बुमराह was
Hmm.
bowling from the other end. Prasidh was disastrous yesterday. सिराज ने भी कुछ खास मतलब हिज सेकंड एंड थर्ड स्पेल वर वेरी ग्रेट. आई थिंक उसने एक बार जो रूट को निकाला भी था बट देन रिव्यू लेके नॉट आउट हुआ था. सो ऑल इन ऑल मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगा कि दो कैचेस ड्रॉप हुए. शुभमन गिल की कैप्टेंसी में वो शार्पनेस नहीं दिख रही थी. फील्ड पे इंडियंस एकदम ऐसे माहौल एकदम कोल्ड था, कोई एनर्जी नहीं थी. सो आई थिंक ऑन लाइक कमिंग टू डे थ्री टुडे व्हेन England at 210 for three, all three wickets again picked up by Bumrah. I think it is advantage England if they get to a score of around 500. India can like legit fuck up bad in the third innings.
You are right. See, also disappointed with the number of extras and the no balls that were conceded.
Exactly.
It could have been 210 for 4.
Correct.
Brook played a very bad shot, but it ended out to be a no ball by Bumrah.
Yep.
Apart from that, I think captaincy wise, I was a little impressed, I would say. My opinion is a little different because he, even after the tea break, he kept bowling Bumrah uh, because they wanted to get Root out. Even though Siraj was a little unlucky, although he bowled fairly well, but yeah, I thought the captaincy was decent. They eventually got Root out, but Shardul Thakur and others, Prasidh Krishna, they need to step up because
Exactly.
see, because the load cannot be on Bumrah and Siraj completely. I mean, how many overs can Bumrah bowl?
Exactly.
Although he was outstanding yesterday, because of him, India seem like they are in the match. But apart from his bowling, Jadeja's bowling was little ordinary. Because see, the wicket itself is a little flat, and as you rightly said, that it would be advantage for England going into this day three, and they would like to get close to that 500 mark so that they at least
Correct.
can have a chance to score the remaining runs in the second innings. Catches being dropped again, some difficult chances, but Jadeja should have taken that catch of, I think, Ben
Okay,
Duckett it was. He was close to, I think, 10 runs or so. That was a chance that could have been taken.
correct,
But overall, the body language seemed a little down. Hopefully, that's not the case on day three. And it should have been the other way around. England's body language should have been down because they have been bowling on the field for almost 2.5 days.
correct.
But India's body language seemed down. So hopefully, things turn around.
And I think, like, from a day three perspective, still 260 runs in hand. I think the first hour of play would be very crucial. But again, it also boils down to how you use Bumrah, because
Hmm.
you would ideally want him to bowl between that 60 to 80 overs phase as well. One spell of 4 overs where the ball is reversing. And if you give Bumrah the ball right now at the start of the day, then he won't come on to bowl until the second new ball comes along. So again, strategically, what do you do? मतलब, I know. See, the thing is, reverse उतना होगा नहीं because Jadeja has not bowled that much. He's only
Hmm.
bowled 8 or 9 odd overs. He'll need to bowl at least 5 or 6 overs. So I think it is important that India starts with Siraj and Jadeja kind of a combination. जैसे ही 8 ओवर खत्म हो, you bring in Bumrah, uh, get into the reverse because 55-60 overs के बाद reverse बहुत ज्यादा होता है. And from the other
Hmm.
end, I think today Prasid needs to step up. And obviously हमें बस ये देखना रहेगा कि शार्दुल ठाकुर को कैसे यूज किया जा रहा है. Because if you like the reason Shubman Gill got in Shardul Thakur over Nitish Kumar Reddy was because उसे लगा कि he will be the workhorse, he'll bowl minimum 15 overs, 10 to 15 overs every day. और कल उसने सिर्फ 3 ओवर डाले and he was looking way out of rhythm.
No, you're right. And we have to remember that the England batting is a little deep.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're not getting early wickets in the first session, they will toil around and they'll bat throughout the day. And if that happens, the morale of the team would go down, and a possible comeback won't be there for India. And having said that, see, if India has to make a game out of it, they'll have to make this day three count. If they get England out miraculously under 471, then India could have a chance in this match. From England side, definitely getting past 470 would be the target, and getting India cheaply out in the second innings would be the strategy.
So where do you think the day three will end, मतलब? Obviously today some point तो India will bat towards the later half, maybe the last 15 overs, maybe the last session. क्या लगता है इंडिया के पास लीड होगी तो कितनी होगी? अगर कंसीड करेंगे लीड इंग्लैंड तो कितनी करेंगे?
Depends on how the wicket plays, but मेरा ऐसा था कि I was thinking that England would probably bat throughout the day. Is what I feel. I think we could
हम्म.
expect some hundreds from Brooks, Stokes, and the remaining players. नहीं, but मेरा बोलने का मतलब ये है कि India maybe could bat after tea. England probably getting close to 500, 520. That is what I feel. If the wicket plays the way it was in the first day, then I think that's my prediction that England get close to 520 and India come to bat in the
See, I
last part.
think डे थ्री इज गोइंग टू बी द मूविंग डे ऑफ द टेस्ट मैच ऑब्वियसली. बट मुझे ये लगता है कि अगर इंडिया को ये मैच जीतनी है तो दे विल हैव
Hmm.
टू गेन अ मिनिमम ऑफ 70 रन्स का लीड. बिकॉज अगर तुम्हें इंग्लैंड को, ऑल्दो डे 5 पे बॉल टर्न बहुत होगा जडेजा के लिए एंड इंडिया हैव दैट एडवांटेज, बट यू विल नीड टू हैव एटलीस्ट 350 रन ऑन बोर्ड एज अ टारगेट. बिकॉज इंग्लैंड जिस रफ्तार से खेलता है दे कैन इजीली चेज इट डाउन इन 80 odd overs, a score of around 350. तो आज 70 रन का लीड लेना है एंड कल दो सेशंस बैट बैट करके अनदर 300 रन, 350 रन, दैट इज द आइडियल थिंग. एंड देन put up a score of 400 and then just get one result out of the way that India can lose. So it is important to stay in the present. आज उनको ज्यादा नहीं
Hmm.
सोचना है. बस ये है कि इंडिया अगर ये पोजीशन से हार सकता है, जो पॉसिबल है इंडिया के साथ ओवरसीज कंडीशंस में, then it will be one of the very saddest starts to Shubman Gill's captaincy career. मतलब, although he batted
Hmm. Hmm.
magnificently and he took up responsibility, it will be again important for the Indian openers, for example, Rahul, to take up responsibility in the second innings, maybe bat with much more aggression, because फिर रन जैसे ही बनेंगे नहीं तो फिर तुम्हें मतलब you saw how England batted right yesterday.
Correct. There was the intent which
Yeah,
you saw,
every bad ball
and
was getting put
chanceless.
away. Yeah,
And chanceless खेलना पड़ेगा, otherwise you
हाँ,
will be in a soup. Because one problem that you noticed was, couple of wickets were going down. मतलब Shubman Gill got out, then Karun Nair also got out.
yeah,
मतलब
bunches में
back to
जाते,
back
correct.
wickets.
हाँ.
Yes, back to back wickets were falling. That is not the case with England. They are a little calmer there. I think they try to build partnerships and go forward. So India need to look into that. See, Sai Sudarshan and Karun Nair, they are, you know, coming back matlab, into the test team after a long time. So it's okay. We can let that one slip in. But yeah, going in the future, they'll definitely be more patient.
So, Rehan, last phase of this call. Who's your player to watch out for from both sides? Only one. And who do you think will have momentum going into day four?
I'll pick Ben Stokes for England and Siraj for India. And it would be a tie day. It's what I feel. That's my prediction.
Okay, so I think for me from England it would be Jamie Smith, and from India I would like to see how Prasidh Krishna steps up today after a horrendous day yesterday. And I think going into tomorrow, it depends on the first hour, but I would back India to crawl back into the match in the second session when the second new ball comes along. So that is my prediction. So we'll see you tomorrow again with the preview of day four and the review of today, how the match goes. Hopefully, India does manage to crawl back and get a 100-run lead, which is again quite risky. But let's hope for the best. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Let us all, we can come to the conclusion that, see, this is one chapter of the entire book, that is the World Test Championship. We are hoping that India comes out victorious, at least win two or three test matches, so that we at least come to the finals. Although we might not be hosting it, but that should be our aim, that we have to win the World Test Championship final. So hope to be a thrilling series. We'll catch you with the review of the first test match. Till then, peace.